Welcome back, everybody, to the Westlake Hornets Teambuilder Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. As today, we've got ourselves the PAC-12 championship, and the number one ranked 12-0 Westlake Hornets, coming off their first undefeated regular season in school history, are set to take on the number 6 ranked Stanford Cardinal, who are also undefeated in conference play, finishing the regular season with an 11-1 record. If Westlake finds a way to win this game, they'll make their second national championship in school history. The first one was back in Season 6, a game the Hornets should have won, but absolutely blew. It's been quite a ride for Westlake this season. They've had a lot of close games, a lot of games where it looked like they should have lost. Their previous game, a rivalry matchup against BYU, was very close, but the Hornets did survive to get the win. Now, their final home game of the year, it's not Senior Day because it's not a regular season game. Senior Day happened a few weeks ago. That was the crazy game against Boise State, where Westlake probably should have lost that one, but found a way to win it. If the Hornets win today, they will almost certainly make the national championship against most likely either Army or Kansas State. Welcome, everybody, to the Hornets Nest here in Burmester, Utah. The number 6, 11-1 Stanford Cardinal going to be taking on the number 1 ranked 12-0 Westlake Hornets. If Westlake wins, they're pretty much in. Usually the Hornets start off on defense. Today, they're going to start on offense. First down, screen for Nigel Wiggins, the Fred Biletnikoff Award favorite for a gain of 16. And those numbers do all the talking. What an incredible season Nigel Wiggins has had. Can't wait to see what this kid can do at the next level. For Westlake fans, the teams to watch are number 2 Army and number 3 Kansas State. They're both playing in their conference championships right now. Army in the ACC against Miami. Kansas State playing against the number 5 ranked Texas Longhorns, who won the national championship last year. Curtis's pass is incomplete on 3rd down. That sets up a very interesting 4th down. 4th down and 10. Westlake is going to keep the offense out on the field. They're going to go for it. Gutsy play call. Curtis gets it to Noah Newton, the Canadian native, with a 1st down. He gains 29 and is tackled at around the 14 as the gutsy play call from head coach Mason Conway does work, and the chains will move. Now Westlake has it at the goal line. They're going to try to punch it in. 2nd and goal from the 3. It looks like it's going to be an option. Peyton Curtis keeps it, has an open rushing lane, and will find the end zone for a Westlake touchdown, and the triple option will put the Hornets on top first. Obviously, Army and Kansas State are the main teams to watch today, but Alabama, number 4, they just clobbered the number 7 ranked Florida Gators in the SEC championship, and then number 5 Texas. If they make a statement against Kansas State, they could make it too, as there's Brandon Davenport for running back. Losing 3, Lewis Kahn brings him down. No offense in the entire country, including Westlake, averages more points than the Stanford Cardinal. Stanford is a top 10 rushing offense, led by Brandon Davenport here, but it's not a great start as he loses 4 yards on that play, courteous of Justin McGee, and Davenport is down. If he's seriously injured, you can kiss Stanford's chances goodbye. Stanford star running back Brandon Davenport has tore an abdominal. Might keep him out for a little bit in this game, but he should return before this one's conclusion. Great news for Stanford. Here's Curtis, gonna scramble, and he will actually be sacked, only for a loss of 1. The play is made by Anthony Gray, as Stanford's secondary did a great job of covering the receivers deep. Curtis probably should have thrown it away, but figured he'd take a chance with his legs, and I guess it didn't work out. Stanford has it back, gonna be without their star running back for a little bit, but only down by 7. This game is just getting started. Here's Moore now on the carry. He's going to lose 1. And Westlake's rushing defense has been dominant today. That was the safety Marcus Jones with the tackle. 3 carries, negative 8 yards so far for the Stanford offense. They have not had a rushing play for positive yards yet. Really, this whole second half of the season, Westlake has started their games off quite slowly. But today, especially on defense, they are firing on all cylinders. Handoff for Daly. He's gotten off to a slow start, to be fair. Losing a yard. And even though Stanford's rushing offense has been very bad, Westlake's hasn't been much better. That was Jonathan Malone with the tackle. These are 2 elite offenses in college football, but so far, 4 of the first 5 possessions have been 3 and outs. How about we make that 4 for 6 now? Nice screen pass for Michael Moore, gaining 22. John Paul Patterson should have brought him down in the backfield, but instead, That's a first down for Stanford, their first all day. That's the play the Stanford Cardinal needed to start to get into a groove. Now it is first down nearly at around the 50, as it's going to be a handoff for Sowell, and he loses 3. Andy Pena, the ball-hawking corner, is there with the tackle. Pena leads Westlake this season with 7 interceptions, currently with 13 in his career. Andy Pena still has another year left of eligibility after this one. He'll be a redshirt senior, and he's going to be one of the best players on this roster. There's Jeff Stewart trucking the safety Marcus Lee for a gain of 20. Let's look at this one again. Nice short pass, and then Marcus Lee has no chance. The receiver just runs in front of him like a bulldozer. And Stanford's offense is really starting to figure things out, having themselves a really nice drive so far. Let's see if they can keep it going. At the 4:20 mark now in the first half, 4:20 blaze it, as Moore breaks 2 tackles, but will not break a third, losing 3 more. Stanford just cannot run the ball to save their lives today. I believe that was Lawrence McCoon who brought him down. Initial contact for McGee and Kahn, but it was the junior McCoon who tackled him. Stanford was unable to get a touchdown, but they will tack on 3 points most likely with the field goal unit to make it a 4-point game. The kick is nearly blocked, and it is good. Stanford cuts the lead down to 4. We've got ourselves an EA Sports Studio update. The Army West Point Black Knights are losing right now to Miami, 17-14. So if this holds up and Kansas State wins, expect a Westlake Kansas State natty. Looking at the Big 12 championship, that game between Kansas State and Texas is currently tied at 14. So hypothetically, if both Army and Kansas State lose, most likely Alabama would be the second team in the championship with Westlake. Maybe Texas could sneak in, but that's kind of unlikely. Curtis dancing in the pocket, actually out of the pocket now. He gets sacked for a loss of 2. Once again, excellent coverage from Stanford. He probably should have thrown it away, but just figured he'd try to do something with his legs. These offenses just look absolutely awful. Westlake's previous drive stalled out. Now Stanford's might stall out here on 3rd and 9. They're just going to run it. They've just given up, and they're just going to make Westlake call a timeout with 56 seconds to play in the half. The last 3 Westlake possessions, not including this one, the offense has gotten a total of 1 first down. That's not ideal. 2nd down, nice catch by Wiggins, flipped on his back to make the grab, and that's a school record, most catches in a single season. I assume that record originally belonged to Cortez Thorne back in his freshman season in year 1, and now it belongs to Wiggins. 2nd down, deep ball for Ulrich Ayaluko, and it's a fumble! Picked up by Stanford, and they will get the football back. Right when Westlake was driving, they have to choke. Did this ball come out? It looks like it did. His knee was knocked down. That ball went clean out, and that'll pretty much end this first half of football. Defense, defense, and more defense. Can't be doing that if you're Westlake. They had an easy 3 or maybe 7 points just ripped out of their hands like that. Hands off for Moore. He still gets tackled for a loss of 3 by Marcus Jones. Stanford just cannot run worth a damn today. Westlake football is defined by high-scoring games. Well, not today. It's been a defensive battle. 7-3 is your score. 3rd and 9 for Stanford. Jermaine Weeks. Short pass for Moore. Did he get it? He did not. 4th and inches. I've got to assume they're going to go for it here. It's 4th and inches in the Pac-12 championship. You're down by 4. You're in 4-down territory, and you punt it? Questionable call, to say the least, for Stanford. Can't say I agree with that call. If I was Stanford, I would have gone for it there. All they needed to do is go for a QB sneak and keep the drive going. Here's Jason Gibbs now on the run to start the possession with a gain of about 17. Should have been maybe 13 or 14, but he fought for some extra yards. And Westlake's rushing offense, who I don't even think had 17 yards in the first half, now starts the second half with a gain of 17. Westlake had something good going on their last drive until Ulrich Ayaluko fumbled it away. Now it's 2nd down, about halfway through the quarter. Curtis, under pressure, he is sacked for a loss of 10 by Jeremy Patrick, and now it is 3rd and long. Big sack for Stanford, now it's 3rd and 20. Kansas State just scored a touchdown, by the way. They are now on top of Texas, 21-14. Curtis has a wide open man deep. It's the speedster, Ulrich Ayaluko, for the touchdown. And the 4 verts cheese works. and Westlake will make it a 14-3 lead. Stanford is full of smart nerds, and those nerds recognize that if their offense doesn't get moving now, they won't be having much of a chance to win this one. Nice play for DJ Thomas for a gain of 16. Jermaine Weeks had plenty of time to throw it, excellent pass blocking, and you'd figure eventually someone would get open. Nice play for Stanford, and even though their offense has been terrible, Westlake does not have a sack or a turnover yet. That's pretty hard to believe. Here's Jermaine Weeks, short pass for Thomas. DJ Thomas with a gain of 21 now, bringing it to about the 25. A nice drive so far for Stanford. If they can get a touchdown or even a field goal, that'd be pretty big for their momentum. Here's Jermaine Weeks under pressure, and he's brought down by Cole Spencer, the NCAA all-time leader in sacks for a single career. Adds another one to his total. It's going to be weird not having Cole Spencer on this defense next season, but I'm very high on his replacement, Delvin Hines, who's going to be a redshirt sophomore next year. 4th and 6, Stanford's field goal is good, and now it is 14-6. We've got ourselves a studio update. The Big 12 championship is looking like a good one. Heisman potential favorite Tony Prater has thrown 4 passes, but Kansas State's looking good. Meanwhile, for Texas, 2 touchdown passes for last year's Natty MVP, Kyle Jackson. 3rd and 10. What a massive stop this would be for Stanford if they can get it. Curtis trying to get it to Bray, and it's picked. Awful throw. Bray was covered like a blanket. I guess Curtis just had his eyes on him the whole play, didn't really know where else to go. And Jeremy Patrick, the safety, with a massive interception. Not only is this still a one-possession game, but Stanford gets the ball at about midfield. Peyton Curtis should not have made that throw. Really ill-advised pass. Likely the final play of the third quarter. Handoff for Davenport. He breaks a tackle. Has a block. Nice run from Davenport. Could have been more if Marcus Jones didn't catch up, but that'll do it for the third. 14-6, Westlake leads. Army has scored 28 unanswered on Miami. They've pretty much punched their tickets to the championship, but you know who has not punched their tickets? Westlake, because this game is far from over. 3rd and 6. Stewart does not get it. Wrapped up by John Paul Patterson along with Justin McGee. I've got to assume they're probably going to go for it here. 4th down and 4. Stanford's going to go for it. This is the right call. If they don't get it, it's not game over, but it would be very beneficial if they did get it. Weeks, short pass to Logan. A very off-balance throw, but hey, they still got the first down. That's all that matters. Stanford is a touchdown and a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. 2nd and goal. Toss for Brandon Davenport. He's in. Touchdown, Stanford, the senior superstar. Brandon Davenport with the score. Now we got to see if they can tie it. This might be the most important play of Westlake's season. They got to get a stop here. If Stanford gets it, it's tied. Jermaine Weeks going to look to throw it. Under pressure, and it's broken up by Josh Wilson, and the Hornets will keep the lead. As, meanwhile, the Big 10 championship is a game very irrelevant to Westlake, unless they lose this game. Then they'll play in the Rose Bowl against one of these squads, either Penn State or Iowa. Currently, the Hawkeyes are up. You know, a Westlake-Penn State rematch in the Rose Bowl would be interesting, but screw that. This team is national championship hunting. Here's Curtis. He's going to get it over to the senior, Nigel Wiggins, for a nice first down of 19. If the Hornets score a touchdown, then this game is pretty much over, as Wiggins officially breaks the record. It was originally tied with no one, so Wiggins already had it broken. Fun. It's hard to believe that this is one of the final times we'll get to see the Peyton Curtis-Nigel Wiggins connection, with both of them graduating and likely making the NFL next season. Curtis loses 5 on the sack. The interior defensive lineman, Josh Bell, makes the play. Isn't that ironic? Our good buddy Josh Bell, just this one is white and plays football. Here is 4th and 10. Volker Gantz on to attempt a 41-yard field goal to make it a 5-point lead. His kick is up, and it is good, almost to the right, but he knocks it home, and Westlake is now up by 5. As Texas has defeated Kansas State 28-21, and now the Wildcats' chances of a natty are out the door. Texas now, if Westlake loses, has a chance to sneak in. Westlake's defense has been outstanding today. Now they just got to get one more stop. It's 3rd down. Jermaine Weeks looking to throw it. Gonna yeet it. You yeet, you win! DJ Thomas gains 46. Andy Pino really wanted to pick that ball off. And the Stanford Cardinal are still alive. Pino almost had it, but he turned too late. 47 seconds left. Stanford just called their first timeout. They have 2 remaining. From the 10, 2nd and 7. It's an option! Justin McGee with a massive stop. Westlake just needs 2 stops, and this game is over. 3rd and 10. 44 seconds to go. Jermaine Weeks. Short pass for Huggins. He gets 3. Now it's 4th and 7. If Stanford gets this, good for them. If Westlake gets the stop, this one is over. Jermaine Weeks. Gonna look for the end zone, and it's caught by Jeff Stewart. And Stanford will take the lead with 36 seconds left. Stanford is now going to go for 2, trying to make it a 3-point lead. Only 36 seconds left. What a game we've gotten here. Landrum in motion. Weeks going to look to throw it. Under pressure. And he is sacked by Octavius October, and it's a 1-point game. Field goal does win it for Westlake. Westlake is only down by 1. They got all 3 timeouts, but there's only 36 seconds left. If the Hornets win, they're virtually in the championship. If they lose, there's still a chance, but a chance that the Hornets are not going to want to take. Going to start the drive off with a run. Curtis gets out at the 40. Sophomore kicker Volker Gans has a lot of kick power, but has always had an accuracy issue that may need to be monitored. Curtis now going to scramble. Going to take a shot for Patrick Daly. He gets it inside the 15. What a play for the Hornets. I think the goal for Westlake has to be either to score a touchdown or just center the kick for Volker Gans. He's not good from the hashes. He is better in the center. That might not matter. Patrick Daly will run for the touchdown, and the Hornets will take the lead with 12 seconds remaining. Forget field goal kicking. What a drive for the junior running back Patrick Daly, and Westlake will take the lead. The Hornets are now going to go for 2, trying to make it a 7-point game. Stanford is 0 for 2 on 2-point conversions. Can Westlake get one? Curtis under pressure, and he is sacked. He does not get it, and now Stanford with 1 timeout has to score a touchdown to win it. 7 seconds left. Stanford is 1 timeout. They're not going to go for the Hail Mary yet. I actually think this is smart. Since they have a timeout, they can run a play first, and it's going to be a short pass to Davenport, who is brought down as the clock hits triple zeros. And the Hornets, in dramatic fashion, will win the Pac-12 championship. What a game. Both defenses were outstanding. The Hornets allowed a touchdown on 4th down late in the game. They drove down the field and won it. One of the most exciting games in school history. And now, barring some sort of unforeseen miracle, the Hornets will play in the national championship. Usually, I have a separate reveal video, but we're going to find out if Westlake makes it right now. And yet another Pac-12 championship will be added to the trophy case. That was a really fun and exciting game. But now it's time for the moment of truth. I would expect it to be Westlake versus Army. We know Kansas State lost. I don't see Alabama or Texas sneaking in because they had 1 loss. Us and Army were both undefeated. So let's see if this game decides to do something crazy or if it's us and Army. If you all remember last year when we watched the national championship between Alabama and Texas, I was telling you that this kid, Matt Miller, is an absolute problem. He ends up winning the Heisman Trophy, very well deserved. No Westlake Hornets in the running. Not a surprise. I don't think Peyton Curtis really deserved it. Nigel Wiggins is a wide receiver, kind of hard for him to be considered here. But now the moment of truth. Does Westlake make the natty? Okay, we have to go through the awards first. Marcus Jones wins the Bednarik. Cole Spencer wins the Nagurski. Nigel Wiggins wins the Biletnikoff. Mike Carter wins the Outland. Mike Carter wins the Remington. Cole Spencer wins the Lombardi. Holy cow. Lewis Kahn wins Best Linebacker. Andy Pino wins Jim Thorpe. Okay, finally. That was a lot of awards. Jeez. But now, the official moment of truth. And we are in! Westlake, number 1, 13-0, will unsurprisingly be playing the Army Black Knights. Okay, good. I was worried this game was going to cheese us. Westlake, for the second time in school history, makes the Natty against Army, a team that we have seen in the past. Back in Season 7, we played them in the Rose Bowl. I think they only scored like 3 points on us, which is pretty impressive because of their high-octane option offense. Alabama finishes at number 3, Texas 4, Kansas State 5. So really no big surprises with the top of this poll. So next episode will not be the Natty. Okay, I know you're pissing your pants after hearing that. Next episode will be the Utah State High School Championship between Burmester High and Ogden. And then after that, the Natty, Westlake, and Army. Do the Hornets win their first championship in school history, or will the Black Knights steal their thunder? Make sure to stay tuned. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Peace out.